Well, where'd you find that pair of scissors again? How'd you get your hands on that pair of scissors?
Which ones?
Your dad's scissors.
Oh, my dad's. When he died, my brother had them. He sent them to me.
Hope not.
Along with some other stuff.
What else was in the package besides the scissors?
Not much. There was an old beat-up pair of clippers, and there was an old comb that had some teeth missing, and one of those little Bibles that they leave in your hotel, those little red ones. One of those. I still have it in the back. Here they are. Let's try it. They pull, all right?
No. Felt fine to me.
Mark Twain had great insight into what makes people tick. He once said, "All things change except barbers, the ways of barbers, and the surroundings of barbers. These never change." People tell their barbers almost anything. When Twain wanted to find people at their most human, he headed straight to the barber shop. These shears belonged to my father. He worked as a barber for 65 years. I have been a barber in Denver for 59 years. Most of the time has been spent on East Colfax in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. My barber chair is exactly 6 1/2 feet from the sidewalk. All that separates me from the weather outside and the people who walk by is a sheet of glass. I am, in a way, a street person too. A steady flow of foot traffic by my window and a rich mix of clients who interact with me in an intimate setting has been indescribably rewarding. Bankers, paupers, panhandlers, priests, cops, felons, and a politician sit side by side and converse freely in a friendly, class-neutral zone that is found only in barbershops. For more than a half a century, I have been completely immersed in the daily life of this community. When I was a teenager, I wanted to be an artist. I was moved by the paintings of Norman Rockwell and admired his ability to see and depict the beauty of ordinary people doing ordinary things. What he painted is pretty much what I see through my window. At some point, I started sketching portraits of street people who passed by. I framed them and put them on the wall. In a sense, I had brought these people out of the cold and integrated them into the community. There is a tendency for people who push for gentrification in poorer neighborhoods to pressure the city to rid their streets of so-called undesirables. Years ago, I fought against this, in part by hanging these portraits in my shop. I've always believed that we protect our own rights by first assuring the rights of the most unpopular people among us. There is a downside to forming close relationships with hundreds, maybe thousands of people. No one notifies a barber that his client has died. He just never comes in again. My father's barber shears are too dull to cut hair, so today I use them to cut obituaries out of the newspaper. I look through my front window like a TV screen. The young people, sooner or later, turn into old people. The old people eventually stop walking by. But I'm still here watching them and cutting hair.